All righty. So thank you for staying with the breathing there. Maria, doing great. How you feeling right now?
I feel good.
Yeah. The stack of bills still sitting there?
They are still there.
Yeah. Now that's one of the most amazing things ever. I have said this, there's a lot of things you guys are noticing. There's things that Brian says repeatedly. Is it because he has a shitty memory or or is there some other reason? I have a perfect memory. It's just that I don't have perfect recall all the time. But that's not the reason I say all these things over and over. It's because sometimes you'll hear these things 100 times and it's on the 101st time that it really, really, really sinks all the way in. Even when you think you got it the first, second, or third time, it's that, oh my God. Okay. Karen didn't hear anything new from me on that I Get To video, 3 or 4 minute video that totally changed her life. It was from a slightly different angle and she's a new person. Great, Rhonda. Okay, so listen, I don't know which of these two benefits of living at level 5 are my favorite. Like if someone came up to me and said, you have to pick one of those two benefits, Brian, you can't have both. Benefit 1 is all of the power that I have to change things in my life the way I want to change them with such miraculous amazingness. The second biggest benefit that I get from doing this level 5 work is that when there's something I can't seem to change or I don't find out how to change or it doesn't change for me, the ability to feel peace and calm and powerful and resourceful. Now you're feeling that, Maria. I see it on your face.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So I don't know which one I'd prefer. If I literally had to pick one, I think I'd pick the second one, which is not that obvious. I mean, I love when things miraculously change. Woo! Especially the shit I don't like. When that stuff miraculously changes to what I do like, I love that. But man, oh man, oh man, that feeling of being able to go to total peace and navigate when the worst thing in the world happens and I'm able to quickly move to peace and resourcefulness and find the gift in it. Give me some more of that. And I'm going to underline this as I say it again. Will you be more resourceful and more empowered to handle those bills when you're worried and stressed and upset and butting yourself?
No.
Or when you're calm and relaxed and grateful and appreciative? You go through your house flipping that switch and saying, thank you. You go through and you lower that thermostat 1 degree and you say, oh, thank you. Open the refrigerator and the food is still good to eat and you say, whoa, thank you. Now, I don't know about you, but where I live, money and currency and all of that stuff really, really flows when I'm feeling great and happy and appreciative. And when the money ain't flowing, if I can feel grateful and appreciative for what I do have, it starts flowing again. I ain't seen it fail yet. Well, Brian, I saw it fail because no, you were not breathing. You were not completely, fully focused, consistently in the direction that you want to go. You were not. I'm telling you, you weren't. Ain't nobody tried harder than Brian D. Ridgway during his 46 years of hell. So, Maria, feel that little girl who, among other things, said, fuck no, I'm not paying these bills. You ain't tell me what I have, what I got. You ain't the boss of me. I can see her too. She's badass. She's like, yeah, like, make me do something. Yeah, she's tough. The only thing is that, huh?
She's going to do it the opposite.
Yeah, oh yeah. She can do the opposite. Which when you're a kid, that's great. But did you ever notice that sometimes when they told you to do something and you did the opposite, you got even more pain? Then you might want to notice that that's still the case. The funny thing is, you think if I just fight against that thing and oh, show you, then I win, but you don't. The funny thing is when you don't want to quit doing the thing. You want to quit having to do the damn thing. Changes everything. Now keep breathing. A moment ago, Andy said, is that the same with getting sick? If we didn't have the concern with getting sick, we wouldn't get sick with that illness. I would say after age 7, that is absolutely harmoniously true in most cases, if not all cases. In a universe where there's no physical universe, everything that shows up is imaginary. Doesn't matter how real it might seem to be. You really get down to imaginary, it means you create an image of it and it comes into being. That's the universe. We create an image of it and it comes into being. Everything that has come into being, you created an image of. Imagination, imagining. Visualization, the making real of what you envisioned. I don't know. I don't know how to do that visualization to manifest. You're doing it all the time. You ain't ever doing anything but that. Now, Jill, look at what you said a moment ago. My business partner yells and spews hate and blame. Are they doing it in this very moment, Jill? Or did they do it? You know where I'm going there. All right. I'm still with you, Maria. I have one more question that I want to respond to here. And he says, how do you unimaginate once something came into being? You don't. You reimagine. You're not going to unimagine. There's no point. The whole time you're trying to reimagine, guess what you're focused on? So focus on how you want it to be. Watch this. Ooh, I am feeling this shit about this shit that I don't like. Here's how you unimagine it, but you don't unimagine it. Ready? How would I prefer to feel about this experience? The minute you start to shift your feeling about the experience, you've let go of creating it and you've moved your energy over to the opportunity to create something entirely different. Oh, that touched a button for Maria. She's like, ooh, thank you for asking that question. Yeah, so let's look at those bills now, Maria. You get to. And not only that, you get access to all of the things that you chose that created the bills in the first place. Could you, right now, if you wanted, Maria, could you grab one pair of warm clothes and one pair of cool weather clothes, a water bottle, preferably glass or steel. I don't recommend aluminum or plastic. In any case, a water bottle, a backpack, a pocket knife, a bamboo spork, easily acquirable at just about any sporting goods place, camping place, and I don't know, a one-person tent, maybe like sell 2 or 3 of the things that you have and just buy yourself a used, the cheapest one-person tent possible. Your backpack, and get you a pair of hiking shoes and take off walking and never look back. Could you do that? Could you do it? Yes or no?
No, but it's because
Oh,
I have to take my son.
no,
The
you
rest
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I get.
You don't have to
Oh,
take
no.
your son. You get to take your son. He's an infinite, unlimited being. Oh, Brian told her to leave her child. No, I didn't. I'm asking you a question. How old is he?
He's 12.
He's 12. He can take care of his damn self. Could you put on your hiking shoes and your backpack with a tent, a water bottle, a change of clothes or 2, a bamboo spork, easily obtainable, I already said that, and maybe a pocket knife, And matches, let's say matches too. No, you'd be better off having one of those like things that you can make the spark in the rain. So you got, okay, you got all that. Could you take off walking and never turn back? Yes or no? Don't fight me because you're fighting yourself. Could you, yes or no?
Yes, I could.
The quicker you answer that question, now let go.
Yeah, my mind was getting in the way.
Yeah, you've literally been sitting there tying yourself up. Listen, I'm all for people getting tied up that want to get tied up. That's none of my damn business. But when you're doing it to yourself and you don't want to, stop that shit. Breathe. Could you start walking and not turn around, yes or no?
I could.
You could. Could you say, hey, son, here's your backpack, and here's your sport, easily obtainable at any sporting goods store, and here's your hiking shoes, and we are going to start walking, and we're never going to turn back. Could you do that?
Yes, I could.
Yes, you could. Oh, shit. Maria's back. Now, I want you to really feel that for a minute. Yes, I could. Yes, the hell I could. I could. I could. Now, what might they say? Who fucking cares? What consequences might come? I don't know. I'll fucking find out then. Well, what if? I don't know. Neither do you. Okay, so the fact that you could just turn every bill off. You could call all the companies today, turn all my services off. I'll pay you as soon as I can. You could do that. You could call the cable company and say, hey, upgrade me to the biggest, fastest package that you have. I don't know how I'll pay for that shit either, but I don't know how to pay for these either. So, yeah.
Yes.
Not only could you go max out another credit card, you could go steal somebody's credit card today and max that one out too. You could.
I could.
Now listen, that's the thing. We got to get out of the box that we've been in. Sometimes considering the most ridiculous things is what it takes. Fuck, I could. You could shave your head and join the Hare Krishnas tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
You could.
Yes, I could.
You totally could. You could get a snail, just like a big snail from a pet food store. I don't know what you guys have out in the area, but like a pet store. Get the biggest snail you find and start tomorrow with your webcam the world's first snail porn channel on the internet.
Okay.
You could start that shit tomorrow. I mean, let it in. Infinite possibilities.
Yeah.
It might legally require 2 snails to start. I don't know. We don't.
I don't know either.
Don't even worry about that. We don't have to know, do we?
No, we don't.
You could do any damn thing you wanted to do. You could even find it effortless and miraculous how easy and fun and joyful it is to pay your bills in ways that surprise and delight you beyond what you ever imagined. Why is it so easy? Why is it effortless, actually? Andy, get out of your head and stop and start breathing, girl. How many years have you been alive in this body so far, Maria?
45.
You made it so far.
Yeah.
You ever been in a situation that you were like, fuck, I'm never getting out of this one?
Yes.
You ever felt that?
Yes.
Did you make it out anyway?
I did.
Every time?
Every time.
Every time. Every time. That I'm not going to get out of this situation. All right, keep breathing. I've knocked all the hands down. Everybody that can relate to the feeling, oh shit, I'll never make it out of this one. This is the one. Anyone who can relate to that, hit the raise your hand button. $100. Thank you. 100%. A couple people raised them twice. Now, my question for you as well, beautiful, infinite, unlimited being. I'm only talking to you, of course. Did you make it out of those situations? Did you come out on the other side?
I
So
did.
yes, you did. And in early childhood, when a big person forces their will on you, sexually, affectionately, Billy, kiss your grandmother. Oh, fuck, she looks scary. I don't want to do that. You go kiss your grandmother. You're not going to. Who knew that could be traumatic? Who knew Billy would have problems with women for the rest of his life? Because he was forced one time to kiss grandma, who rarely bathed. And wore a fragrance that nobody knew Billy was allergic to. Who knew? Doesn't have to be a big thing. And for the rest of his life, women that are an inch larger than him in height or width scare the shit out of him. He has no idea why. When someone forces something on you sexually one time as a child, one time, you might not even remember it. And for the rest of your life, true sexual intimacy is so far out of reach, you honestly can't even imagine what it would look like or feel like until you step on the other side of it. But everything that we ever face in our lives that looks and appears and feels and seems like, I'll never get out through this one, we actually get out through every one of it, including death. Because right after you die, you go, holy shit, whoa. I've been there. Speak from experience. You make it through them all. You've made it through them all. And what would happen if you were to simply look back right now and listen, everybody, when you watch this replay, grab your journal. What? You don't have a journal? Oh my goodness. Let's remedy that today. Grab your journal and go to the very first page. Oh, you've already filled out the first page. Tear out the back page, stick it to the front, and make that the front page. And on that page, I want you to write 5 things. 5 times I made it through. And write the simplest story. I was in this situation. I found it this way. I thought this, and now I'm out through it. And add one more sentence below it. And what I gained from that experience. Become aware of that. You put 3 to 5 of those on that page and review them every once in a while, your whole life will change. Especially if you're breathing while you do it. Maria, what's one in the last year or 2 that you didn't think you were going to make it through and you made it through?
It's actually the same thing repeating itself.
Bills?
Yeah, money.
Wait a minute. You mean it's happened before? That's a shocker. For all of us, it only happens once. Okay, so tell me about it.
Well, it's actually every month.
They picked the worst one.
Well, this last month was a little bit challenging.
Okay.
It seemed like it was piling even more up.
Yeah. Feel that emotion.
Yeah, it's okay talking. Yeah.
It is okay.
Yeah.
You're talking to everybody here that's you that experienced or experiences or will experience the exact same thing. And you made it through. How do you feel knowing you made it through?
I feel relieved. I feel
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
peaceful.
Could you make it through again?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to go down to the roots of money. The roots of the roots of the roots of money right now. This was a money spell break, right? Money, business, and success. Okay. So we're little and we learn we can't have what we want. We can have plenty of what we don't want, and we have to fucking deal with it. There's things we have to do that we don't want to do. We learn that there are authorities that we're little babies, 1, 2, 3 years old from birth up. We learn there's things we have to do, and there's a lot of no's. We learn that sometimes the no's hurt. We learn that sometimes when we want or we ask, we're told and shown that we're fucked up and bad and worthless and selfish to even ask. We get told conflicting stories. Because sometimes mommy got a couple $100 extra bucks on her credit card or on her paycheck, and we go get Dairy Queen. Whee! And other times mommy says, that's not good for you. Don't eat that. Well, what the fuck is it, Mom? And Mom says, you know, eating 3 cupcakes, bad, too much sugar, bad for you. And you come around the corner and she's scarfing down 3 fucking chocolate bars. And then daddy or mommy or whoever says, that's selfish of you to want that. Don't you even know how much that costs, and how dare you? They don't know to say, listen, I'm having a little bit of money stress right now because I love to pay my bills, and they're stressed out of their gourd, and we ask for something, and in that moment of stress, they go off on us, and there's no one there to explain to us that they were reacting. They tell us we're fucked up, we're bad, we're wrong, we're selfish, we're expecting too much and asking for too much, and we take that shit in. We learn that big people have the power, and we ain't big people. And every time something was forced on us, and every time something was pushed on us, and every time something was taken from us, when we're 5 years old and we love our little toy, and the neighbors come over with their kid to have dinner with our family, and their 4-year-old wants to hold our toy that we love and we want. And our mommy and daddy, out of social embarrassment and unconsciousness and their lack of understanding, force us to hand our toy to that loud, whiny, snotty-nosed little fuck. And we want to kill them. And we feel raped and violated and overpowered beyond the beyond. They do not teach us how to share, despite what they think. They're not teaching us to share. Well, you know, you have to teach them to. No. And we come up with such intense anger and sadness and fear, and we jump to these gigantic conclusions. Can't have, shouldn't ask. If I ask, I'm not going to get, and if I do get, it's coming with pain. And those things are running our lives. And so as we're coming through adolescence, through childhood into adolescence, into young adulthood, and into adulthood, those feelings and drives and emotions and associations and conclusions that we've reached attach to and become linked to anything that ever comes along that looks like a have to, must, got to, obligated to. And being that money is the thing, I don't know about you guys, but I ain't found that many places to eat without pulling money out. Haven't found that many places to get a decent drink of water without pulling money out. We're going on a date. Let's go walk on the street. I mean, not that that's necessarily the worst thing in the universe, but you want to take somebody to eat or go do something, there's usually money involved. You want a roof over your head? How about temperature control? How about a pillow? Comfortable place to sleep. So our deepest drives in life, breathe. Our deepest drives in life other than the breath. Just about everything else that you mentioned, money gets in the equation in some way. And we have all those money conclusions from childhood tied in with being overpowered by bigger people. We shouldn't have asked, weren't supposed to ask. How dare we ask? Not going to get because we don't deserve. And if we do get, we're going to get punished or have to pay for it in some way or give up something. You think that's going to escape? You think that the simple reality of paying bills is going to escape that web of emotional and mental confusion? Not for most people. So are bills hard to pay, or do we make bills hard to pay because we think we shouldn't have, shouldn't ask, can't have, and then here we are have, oh my God, I've got electricity. I bet I don't deserve that shit either. Oh, fuck, I'm going to have to pay. Wait, you mean it's so easy that all I got to do is pay a couple $100 a month? Oh, I better find some other way to suffer then. Can I turn those bills into a phantom? A giant scary thing that I have to do? Now, I dare say, patting myself on the back or whatever you want to call it, I dare say this is some of the most profound information ever channeled and shared on the topic of money, period. I'm amazed listening to it myself. I want to check in. You hearing me right now, if you would be willing to type in. If you're not getting any value out of the last 10 or 15 minutes, you can either say, wow, that sucked, or whatever you want, or be silent. Those of you who got value out of this, either type in a Y or a yes, or any insight or anything that you're experiencing right now. I'm listening. Okay, there's a few there. Well, okay, a little bit more than a few. Okay, there we go. Now, I kind of felt that would be the case. I felt that would be the case. I'm blown away. I'm not kidding. When I am channeling like this, so let me tell you guys something that I'm going to start sharing this more. I really only realized it a few days ago, and it's really huge. I'm going to tell you what it is that I'm doing and what I do. And I want to encourage you to breathe and realize that if I do it, you can do it. If anyone can do it, it's available to us. I have so aligned myself with level 5 and the level 5 paradigm. Simply put, infinite, unlimited, eternal being projects out of eternity into time and space to have experience. Now, quick side note. I could give you a list of all the knots. So not for karma. I could give you every point that I make here. I could give you 1,000 supplementary words about what I'm not referring to, how it's not that, it's different than that, it's different than that. I want to go straight like a laser and tell you that every word in that sentence, infinite, unlimited, eternal being. projects out of eternity into time and space. Every single one of those words is an encyclopedia of power and magic and immensity in itself, organized in that one simple sentence. So understand that I'm giving you 10,000 encyclopedias in the fewest words possible. Here is that level 5 paradigm in a nutshell. Infinite, unlimited, eternal being projects out of eternity into time and space to have experience. The universe in its totality flows in through the infinite being, which I am, which you am, flows into existence in such a way that the entire universe is my body, and it is the mirror of everything I think and believe that I know. And therefore, every event that occurs is a mirror saying, you believe and think that you know these things. Do you want to continue, or would you rather shift that now? My universe is myself reminding and supporting me. Everything happens for me. Now, being that that's my paradigm, and I'm so in alignment and so clear with that, I don't get side-roaded or sidetracked or blindsided or broadsided or shocked or surprised or caught off guard or by the shit that comes to me, from me, for me. When I know that it's me, even if I in the moment feel surprised or shocked, or I just go, whoa, okay, that's actually me. What's going on? And when someone asks me a question, or when someone shows up in front of me, being that my mission is to expand my own freedom, and that means that the universe is me, then everything and everyone that comes to me wanting more freedom, I assist. I'm okay with everyone who doesn't want freedom. Everyone who comes to me that does want freedom, I actually look at the question, and the infinite, unlimited knowledge, information, and wisdom, which is, flows right into me, through me, in alignment with the level 5 paradigm and awareness. And I share that answer to that question straight from level 5. So this question that's being proposed here about money and bills and it's hard and all that stuff creates this opening where that information just came through me. That's how it actually flows and works. I invite you to accept the possibility that you do the same, and that you can expand your capacity to do the same until it's 24/7. At which point you are once again truly, totally free. You're always free. You always get to. There's nothing you have to do. There never has been anything you had to do. Although it really looked like that when you were a kid. Let's be honest. When you were a child and they said, if you don't eat that broccoli, I'm going to kill you. You could have said, fuck you, kill me now. You could have said no. You could have not eaten the broccoli. But you were convinced, and I would agree with you. I felt the same way. Let's see. Another hit upside the head with the back end of that heavy metal butter knife. Fuck it, I'll eat the broccoli. But I didn't have to. So what if we all swept our minds all the way back to the first time we were told, you will, and we say, no, I actually don't have to. And I didn't have to. I chose to. What if we would spend a few minutes in a meditation or a visualization, whatever you might want to call it, sweeping back all the way to birth, and just pick up 1 or 2 times when you really felt that you had to, really were convinced you had to. Go all the way back and say, in that situation, I actually chose to. Watch the whole damn thing unravel. Now, I'm going to be extreme, because there's nothing extreme for an infinite being, only to us. if you were raped, physically raped, and you were told, if you don't go along, I'm going to kill you. In that moment, if you chose to go along, you chose to go along. You didn't have to. Does that mean you were wrong or bad or slight? Doesn't mean a fucking thing. That's a big part of why we don't take the responsibility, because we're convinced if we take responsibility, that means doesn't mean anything. I was 24 years old. I drove off from a gas station and stole gas. I did. More than once. I had no money. I was making next to nothing. I was totally freaking irresponsible. Smoking pot, drinking beer, and drinking other things. Totally blowing my money out of my fucking mind, stoned and drunk for years. Had no money. I had to get from where I was to where I was going. So I had to steal that gas in order to do it. No, I didn't. I chose to. I chose to. And when I got busted for it, I chose that by choosing what I chose. Total responsibility. Total responsibility. We learn that responsibility means pain and punishment because they looked down at us and said, you didn't take responsibility. You will take responsibility. And we went, what the fuck? I don't even know what that shit is, but okay, I'll take it. And we got beaten for not taking responsibility. We got yelled at for not taking responsibility. We got coerced and pushed and punished into taking responsibility. And we associated hell with responsibility. Hell that ain't there. Because responsibility means you have the ability to respond. What if in the moment every one of us took one deep breath and said, I have the ability to respond. I have always had the ability to respond. And in every one of those situations, I had the ability to respond, and I did. Oh, wait, how'd I get here? Was I asleep? What happened? How you doing, Maria?
Good.
Take a look at those pieces of paper reminding you that you get to express appreciation. An invitation. Maria, if you are enjoying that internet service that we are so cheerfully providing, this notification is an invitation for you to pay the sum of X dollars and X cents in order to express your appreciation, in which case we will continue to provide that service for another month. Thank you very much for creating us so that you could have this awakening experience now. You willing to do an experiment with me, Maria?
Yes.
All right. I would like to invite you, everybody listen up. We're all going to hold her accountable. But you don't have to, Maria.
Okay.
I want to invite you to, are you watching the replays?
Yes.
Okay, don't do it now. When you watch the replay, I want you to pull your pen out. I want you to write down a few steps, and I want you to stick them on the refrigerator, please, if you're willing. And then, because you just get to, you don't have to. I would like for you to please start a practice for the next 30 days. When a bill arrives in the mail, the first thing you do right there where you get the mail, when you bring it in the house, you have a red Sharpie or big fat red marker, and I want you to draw a big heart on the outside of the envelope and put TY beside it. Every envelope that comes in. If you receive bills online and you have the ability to separate your emails into categories, create a filter that says love notes. And set the filter so that when that bill from that company comes in, it's got filtered words, it goes straight into your love notes folder. Well, Brian, that's just a different way of looking at it. Well, it's actually the truth. It's at least as true as calling it a bill, isn't it? It's at least as true, if not more true. And when you write that, do you ever write checks and mail them?
Yeah.
Okay, some people do that. Okay, some people do it all online. When you write the check, put a heart on it.
No, I do everything online, digital.
Everything's online. Everything's online.
And some bills come by mail, but just a few.
Okay, well, anything that does come, if you ever write a check, I want you to always write a heart on it. Write a heart on it. That did not sound right the way I said it a minute ago. You know, I always tell the dirty minds when those things come out. Draw a heart on it and then write thank you. Every single time. If you pay something online, if there's any field that you get to type in, find the way to do an emoji heart and maybe put it by your name or in the memo field, whatever. Thank you. When you flip on a switch, thank you. When you open the refrigerator, oh man, thank you. And feel it. Now, this ain't no game. Feel it. Thank you. Reach out. Are you on your phone or your computer right now?
Computer. Okay,
you open your eyes and look at that computer. That thing is connected. The universe looks different now, doesn't it? And look at that computer. It's so different. And you're so different. And look at that computer and just thank it. Thank you. Oh my God, look at you, beautiful thing. Buttons and plastic and metal and lights and shit. Thank you for, oh my God. And you're bringing me, Brian, into my damn room, for God's sake. Thank you, Internet. Thank you, Internet. Wow. And all I do is send a few dollars in and I get this? I don't got to. I get to. I get to change a little bit of money for this magic? Ah! And whether you got a car or a bicycle or a motorcycle or whatever the hell, or a private jet, doesn't matter. Thank you. I ride the bus. There's a bus that'll get you from here to there without you having to crawl on your fucking hands and knees 10 miles to the store. Oh my God, thank you. I'm not just going to drop my dollar in the coin. So I'm going to smile at the bus driver and say, thank you. Thanks for getting me across town, bro. Sis.
Yeah.
Will that change things?
Yeah, absolutely.
Has it already changed things in the last half hour?
Yes, it has. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep breathing.
Yeah.
Because when the session's over, say it again, honey.
Totally changed my perspective on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was trying to breathe but I couldn't get myself out of it. So, yeah.
But you did get yourself out of it.
I did.
You had me show. So what if it was Brian that helped? You had me show up. I couldn't have showed up without you.
Yeah.
Now remember that when the session ends, the bills will be there. Smile about that.
Yeah.
Another unexpected bill might show up just to see if you're serious. You're that powerful. You are that powerful. You might blow out a tire unexpectedly. Mother, thank you. How is this the best thing that ever happened for me?
Yeah, those extra bills were exactly that.
extra
Destiny.
opportunities.
Yes.
Extra opportunities to learn and master, focusing my energy into appreciation.
Yeah.
Now, Brian, you're just changing your perspective. In an infinite universe, one perspective change changes everything. If this was a physical machine and we were separate meat suits, we'd all be fucked. Being that this is an energy universe, which is why shifting the core paradigm, going through the first module 800 times as necessary. Rhonda just said, change perspective, change the trajectory. Absolutely. And it doesn't change it a little bit. It changes it infinitely. A shit ton, she said. That is one of those technical terms. Spiritual technical terms. All right. Thank you very much for coming on with me, Maria.
Thank you very much, Brian. I love you. And hello, Davey. I love you too.
All right.
Thank you, Brian. Really.
I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Everybody, if you will, let's throw a little bit of love and appreciation and gratitude to Maria. You guys type in and let her know what that did for you, please. And I'll take that opportunity to appreciate some water. Look at that, Maria. Look at that. And everybody's expressing true appreciation, which is a beautiful thing. Yeah, truly, that was amazing. That was amazing. All right. So, holy shit, 2 hours, really? How'd that happen? Man. All right, let's see if we have the space for perhaps, check my schedule here, see if there's anything I get to do next. All right, I'm just double checking. Thought I had one more thing on my calendar, but I might not. Let me see. We might be able to go through one more spell break.
Yeah, didn't you have something there?
It's coming up. Later. Yeah, it's a little bit later. Awesome. Okay, so let me see here. Let me take a glance at this Q&A. Some people are using the chat and some people are using Q&A, so let's see. We have an anonymous viewer. Ooh, that's a first. Oh, that was Rhonda. Don't want to be anonymous. Awesome. Okay, Michelle. Michelle, you put something in the Q&A that started with up until now. Is it okay if I share that? Was that private? It's okay, cool. She said, up until now, my theme was bitching and complaining these past 4 days. The webinar this morning made that very clear for me. And I said, thank you, I love you for showing me that I'm the one that's bitching and complaining. And realization struck, what do I want to experience now? I get to choose what to focus on and what to experience more, hammered in with all this. And to say, thank you, I love you, and to be appreciative. I can switch lanes and consciously choose the lane I want to ride on. I thank you. I love you. Namaste, Brian and Maria. And everyone, and also me. A freaking men. Okay. One more thing. Question. Is it okay to learn and master that is different from the lessons? And when you ask what meaning she got out of the experience, it's put in front of her journal. Is that different than the lessons? It is totally different from lessons, okay? It's totally different. Andy, I'm with you. And I want to be very direct with you. You have been so in your head. You've been creating immense, monumental, massive suffering for yourself, Andy. Every one of these questions are 1,000% mental, every one of them. And that's okay. Trust me, I've probably asked 10,000 times more mental focused questions during my years of hell than anybody on this planet. I'm guessing a lot of them. Okay? I'm going to answer the question, but it won't matter because you're going to just continue to come back and do it again with more and more questions to ever complicate it until you get inside and become totally present. When you become present, none of these questions are going to matter. I'm just going to answer this question to honor you. Is it okay to learn and master? Is that different than the idea of lessons? Because I said in a previous session, forget lessons, fuck lessons. Okay? If you believe in lessons, if you're focused on lessons, you got number one, who's the one giving you the lessons? And number two, will they ever end? Or everything's going to be a string of lessons forever to learn and master. Let's see. I'd like to play the piano at a greater level of skill and freedom than I have right now. Someone could say that's learning. And someone could say that's mastering. I'm all for that. We're talking about life issues, lessons. Maria, did you and I talk anything about lessons? Are you mastering any lessons in this? No, it's a shift of perspective. Fuck a lesson. Not needed, not necessary. Okay? What did you gain? I didn't ask her what meaning she got out of the experience to put in front of the journal. I said, and what did I gain? What did I gain? You turned that into a lesson because that's what you've been doing. Meaning, lesson. What did I gain? What did I gain from that experience? Insight is not a lesson. Epiphany is not a lesson. There's a certain amount of semantics here. The focus is on the experience and how you feel. What did I gain? Wow, I gained the ability, the skill, the awareness, the insight to do this. Now contrast that to, I learned that I'm not supposed to. That's a lesson. I learned this is a mental lesson. We don't need any more of those. So is it different than lesson? Is that benefits? It is about the perspective change and how it assists me to focus my energies ever more in the direction of what I want to experience, increasing my ability in the moment to experience more and more of what I want to experience. Okay. Rhonda, once again, a fountain of awesomeness. You're welcome, Andy. Rhonda says, I've gained huge amounts of adaptability from being blind. Not a lesson that God or someone forced on me. I choose my response. And someone else says, I'm blind. I can't do something. Okay. Now I feel to do one more spell break with somebody. And this one is going to be relatively quick, though there's nothing short or long. Awesome, Andy. Keep breathing that in. Who has something that they would really, 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 really like to touch on and address and would like to come on and do a spell break with me? All right. Got a couple that look like yeses here. So tell me exactly what the issue is that you would like to address. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bring Michelle in. You ready, Michelle? Absolutely, yes. You have 2 minutes, Michelle. Everybody breathe. All right, Tracy, I see you, and I believe that this is going to touch you. Ding me the second that you're ready, Michelle. Just clicking some of these away. Almost done. All right, Rhonda, I'm going to bring you in to share that while I'm waiting on Michelle. You ready, Rhonda? All right. Here we go. I clicked to bring you in, Rhonda. There we go. Hey, Rhonda. Let me unmute. All right, you are.
What do I have to do?
You're good. We can
Okay.
hear you, and I know you're not seeing us, so it's okay.
Can you see me?
Yep.
I don't know if I
And we
do
hear you.
something. Okay, cool. Great, fantastic. New technology, and since I don't see well, I'm like, well, I'm looking for a button I'm supposed to press. Sorry. So,
All good. So tell us
okay,
your story.
and I have experienced so many awesome money spell breaks and other spell breaks through this program, which it's been great. So this past weekend, I was speaking with a book publisher regarding one of my fiction books, and he is changing his model and the way he does things and so forth. And he said a number of books that he would expect any of his new authors to be able to sell, relatively quickly. And I sort of went when I heard the number, and I breathed and I said, I'll figure it out. I know I will. It's okay. I'll work through it. So I kept breathing. I woke up in the middle of the night and had the perfect answers. So I went to him the next morning and said, well, I figured out how to do what you said I would need to do. And he says, I gave you the wrong number. And what he said then was much lower than what he quoted to me the night before. It just doesn't even matter. I can give you what you asked for the first time. Change of perspective. That was just really awesome, especially, given that my past experience had been regarding money, that there'd been enough to cover bills just fine, and gratitude about those services and whatever, but not so much of the extra inflow. And so I'm feeling like I'm getting into my infinite mojo and getting that going. So that was great. The look he gave me was like, oh my gosh, really? Like, yeah, I can teach any of your other authors how to do it too.
Yeah, you pulled off the impossible, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I love it. I love it. Thank you,
So do
Ron.
I. Thank you.
I love you, sis. All right.
Namaste.
So, namaste, my dear. So, Michelle's back, and I'm going to bring her in. Hey, Michelle. Aloha. Let me unmute you. All right. There we go. Now I can hear you. You breathing?
Now I'm starting.
All right. You felt a little nervous about coming on?
Yeah.
Good. Great. We're going to be in a great place for awesomeness. So you said you wanted to quit smoking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, really, really.
Good. How long you been smoking?
Since I was 19 and I'm 47 now.
Okay. So that's been like more than a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Why do you want to quit?
Why do I want to quit? I feel less energized and I really don't like the taste in my mouth, on my tongue. And I basically don't like the smell. And even so, trying to be more compassionate about it for myself when doing it.
Yes.
I could not do it for years because I was so. What I did was, well, basically calling myself names when doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna shift this whole thing around. Okay. Real quick. Anybody? I'm talking to everybody. Raise your hand if you believe there's a possibility that me assisting her with this smoking issue might be helpful to you. Is there any possibility? I'm going to see how many actually step up and say, me assisting you with smoking could possibly be helpful for them. Okay? Because if you don't smoke, you might be inclined to think, well, that has nothing to do with me. All right, so let me put the hands down. That was right at 50%. Okay, all hands down. Now listen, who thinks I don't smoke, so this is totally irrelevant for me, or I do smoke, but I don't want to quit, so this is irrelevant for me? If you think this is irrelevant, raise your hand, please. Okay. I'm curious then about the fact that only half said yes, so I'm going to ask the question again. Raise your hand if you accept the possibility that me working with her, seemingly her, about seemingly smoking, which won't have anything to do with Michelle, and it won't have anything to do with smoking, who accepts the possibility that this might be beneficial for you? Either, now let's do hands. Don't do typing in a message. Now be honest. I don't want peer pressure. I don't want you to raise your hand because I push you. I want you to really consider this. Okay. We got over 50%. So somebody's not being honest or somebody's not clicking the fucking button. Okay. All right. We got 75%. 80%. Everybody just had to put their hot dog down or their beer or whatever, or their cigarette so they could click the fucking hand button. Okay. Darlene was honest. She said, I went to the bathroom. She's back and she clicked the, okay, good. You don't want to go to the bathroom during a spell break, for God's sake. Okay. So let's have some fun, Michelle. I'm not here to help you quit smoking. I want you to know that. I'm here for your freedom. You may find out that your freedom leads you to be able to smoke and enjoy it. Could you be okay with that?
Yeah.
How about that? Okay, so we want to change this thing, but then if we really become honest, it's not really necessarily that the smoking is the problem. It's the shitty feelings you have about smoking. And you don't like the taste, you don't like the smell like that. And yeah. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus that this is about your freedom. I mean, what does smoking have to do with money? Only everything, because there's no issue with smoking. Yeah. So I have a couple very direct questions for you. First of all, I have seen that you've been very, very, very active in this program, very active. I know that you're having breakthroughs and gains and insights and awesomeness. I know that. I also know that you appreciate it. I see all of those things, and I love you. I appreciate you regardless. And I celebrate the fact that you're doing all that and you're being this serious. You've been through some hell in your life. and you are having gains and experiences that you want to have in this program, and I celebrate that as well. That's why I do it. I enjoy it, and I enjoy seeing people have these breakthroughs and gains and experiences. So how faithfully, 0 to 100, if you look at in a day, and then you look at the last 30 days, 0 to 100, how faithful are you at applying the breathing that I teach? 0 means, fuck you, Brian, I'm never going to breathe ever again. 100% means I basically day and night am reminding myself and breathing like that with presence to the best of my ability.
I do it for 2 hours, almost complete full 100 presence, because I do watch all the videos you've got, also the past future extraction, because I find that very powerful. And the breath of light meditation I do twice a day. And the rest of the day, because I don't have the thing to focus on, to actually focus on my breathing. When I hear sounds, smells, when I go out on walks and see dogs barking, then after the fact, I noticed that I haven't, that I wasn't breathing, or, well, that I've completely zoned out and simply not breathe, because then I quit breathing.
Yes.
Or I hold my breath for a long time that I feel dizzy. Oh,
stop right there. So we don't want to go any more into what you do that you don't want. I get the picture. So yeah. You remind yourself then, and you come back to breathing. Yes.
After that, I do it consciously, and then I forget again.
Well, up until now.
Up until now, yeah.
Now, but notice, remember, I don't add that up until now just so that you can sound right, or just so you can be smart, or so you can be like Brian and say what. No, it's to feel the difference of up until now. I did. You don't know that you do. You only know that you did. You can't.
Well, since the program, I've much more presence, because I gradually I breathe more during the day.
Yes.
And,
so stop right there. Stop right there. That's what we're going to do. Now listen, I'm going to tell you the recipe for hell. Are you ready for the recipe for hell? If you want guaranteed hell in your life, look at where you are and look at where you want to be. Guaranteed recipe for hell.
Okay.
You want the recipe for heaven?
Yeah.
Look at where you were and look how far you've come, and then choose what you want to experience next. And quit talking about what happens, because you don't fucking know what happens. You only know what's happened up until now.
Yeah.
Unless you're a news commentator, okay? And you say, right now I am standing, and now I am going to the bathroom, and now I am peeing, and then you're telling what happens. But other than that, you're telling what happened as if it happens, and you don't fucking know what happens. You only know what happened. So stop, okay? You're breathing more than you ever have, aren't you?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give you a couple things here. How would you feel if you smoked and you totally enjoyed the taste of the cigarette?
That'd be great, because
yeah. No, stop. Okay, now I got.
I'm sorry.
This is super important. You're doing great. There's nothing. I love you. You're perfect. Nothing to be sorry. Relax and breathe and get yourself. Understand, right now you're doing something that's very unusual for you, something that's brand new for you. Stepping out in this way, wow. Okay? Yeah. Oh my God, you're doing amazing. Just I'll make an offer to you. If you will eliminate the word because for the next 30 days, and when you watch this video, you watch the replay and say, holy shit, I said because every sentence. I must have felt like I needed to justify myself to somebody. Mom,
I felt I did.
Yeah. Mom, I only want this because it's not for me. Because I know I don't fucking deserve it. It's because breathe. Breathe. Anyone that's close to you, tell them when you hear me say the word because, I owe you $5. Every time I say the word, I'll start the deal with you right now if you want to shake on it. Every time you say because, you owe me $5, and I'll give you my PayPal address at the end. Anybody that interacts with you, I want you to make that deal with them for the next 30 days. Every time I say that word, $5 on the spot. You gotta go, and you're in New Zealand, right?
No,
Where are you?
the Netherlands.
Netherlands. Oh, no, okay. So that's euros?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to go, and I want you to pull out like 50 in fives. Carry those around with you. Tell the people that are very closest in your life. This is important. We don't change what we say to change what we say. Ain't no positive thinking bullshit. No. You want to become aware of what you're saying so you can become aware of what you believe, so you can become aware of what you think you know. And as you realize that I don't have to explain nothing to nobody, never, about nothing.
It makes me feel queasy in my stomach and
So
my
feel that
throat.
queasiness right now. Feel that queasiness right now. Close your eyes. Feel that queasiness. Oh, that's enough to make you fucking smoke. Close your eyes, woman, and breathe. Have you felt that queasiness enough in your life?
Yeah,
Okay. Do I understand you'd like to shift that?
yeah,
Even if I interrupt you and even if I challenge you a little bit along the way, you okay with that?
yeah.
All right, I want you to feel that queasiness. I got to explain everything to everybody so that I can have a reason to exist. Right, there you go. Feel that. Feel that sadness. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right there. Feel that. Yeah, you're doing perfect. So now breathe while you're doing that. Now here's what I want you to do. Begin to inhale the best you can and let the cry come out on the exhale. The best you can. Yeah, rock star. You got it. Keep doing that. And feel that feeling. Feel that emotion. Now check in with your body. Where do you feel the strongest sensation right now? Is it in your belly? Where is that feeling?
My head and my throat.
Okay. So where is it the strongest right now?
It feels like, it feels
Where is it the strongest right now?
like a band squeezing my throat entire.
So touch your throat and feel that physical sensation and breathe. And just feel that physical sensation. Let the tears fall. Breathe. Let the tears fall. And let the breath flow through you. And you can feel that physical sensation. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to harm you. You've been doing everything you could for a very long time to not feel this. So if you feel it, you move through it. So feel that sensation in your throat. Feel it with everything you got. You're doing perfect, absolutely flawless right now. So just keep breathing. Let the tears and the sound come out on the exhale and breathe in as much as you can. You're moving so much energy right now. You are moving so much emotion out of your body that's been in it for so long. You're letting that little girl free right now. Breathe. And feel your throat. Now that sensation in your throat is either going to diminish and dissolve and disappear, or it might move to another location and then dissolve and diminish until it disappears. But it's going to disappear. That's what it's going to do. So you're just going to stay present and feel it. Now, let's see if we can slow that breathing down a tiny bit more. You're doing great with feeling the sensations too. You're doing great with the breathing. We just want to slow the breathing down a tiny little bit. Keep feeling those sensations. Feel that sensation in your throat now. If that sensation in your throat was at 100% when it first came on, where is it now?
$65.
Beautiful. Feel 65 and go inside of your throat now. Go right inside and feel that physical sensation completely. As if that sensation was all that exists, as if it was everything. Go right inside of it with all of your awareness and feel that sensation in your throat. Now let's slow the breathing down and relax just a little bit more and see if you can move the breathing down to your stomach while still feeling that sensation in your throat. Just relax your shoulders, relax your chest, and feel that sensation in your throat. It's dissolving and diminishing. It's either going to disappear and your life is going to be forever changed, or it's going to move to another location and diminish and dissolve until it disappears and your life's going to be forever changed. There's no alternative here. So now let's move all the way to the breathing that you know. And feel that physical sensation with all of your awareness. I'm with you, Michelle. Karen, look at the sentence you just typed and replace "eat" with "ate" and see how you feel and breathe deeply for a couple minutes. The vast majority of us suffered such pain as children. I believe we would all be surprised if we were to find out how many of us, while we were very little, maybe even in the womb, our parents actually tried to end our lives. We would be very surprised if we found out how many times that actually happened. A parent that was just frustrated at the absolute end of their rope, over-caffeinated, and tried to suffocate us with a pillow for about 30 seconds, and then came to their senses. Or tried to choke us with their hands around our throat. Or maybe we're just trying to make a really powerful point and they were overcome by their anger. They didn't intend to necessarily kill us, but it doesn't matter. And then that trauma, that unbearable trauma to a child that gets buried so deeply, breathe deep, Michelle, and feel that sensation in your throat. That trauma that gets buried so deeply. Keep breathing now. Let the crying come out on the exhale the best you can. Breathe. That inhale is your very best friend right now. That physical sensation is the most important thing in the universe, and that breathing is your very best friend. And then we carry that, but we can't remember it because it's way too traumatic, so we push it way down. And when it starts to come up, we find anything that we can stuff in that freaking hole. A cigarette, a joint, a bottle of whiskey, a member of the opposite sex or the same sex? Anything we can stuff in there to make us not feel that pain. A cigarette, a cigar. They all become a pacifier, a security blanket. Now, most people would say that a grown-up walking around with a security blanket looks kind of foolish, but we can get away with a cigarette. Breathe. Now, if that sensation in your throat, if that was at 100% when we started, where is it now?
35.
Right now, as it lowers and as it diminishes, you're going to become more and more quiet. Imagine that there was a bell ringing far, far away. And it was dinging. And it was one of those bells that doesn't just ding and go away. It actually goes ding.
I feel now in a straitjacket.
Okay.
My entire midsection, lungs, bellies get squeezed so tight.
Okay, so feel that. Move your awareness into that place. Move your hand there and breathe and feel that tightness.
I don't want to.
Breathe. I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. You want to be on the other side of this? You ready to be free? Yeah? Okay, then feel that sensation in your belly. It's okay. It's never killed you before. It's not going to kill you this time. Feel it. Breathe. Yeah. Breathe. Even if you don't feel safe, you are so safe that the word doesn't even mean anything because there's nothing to harm you. I know it seemed like there was. Breathe. 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 Feel that physical sensation. You notice that you're choosing to feel it this time? You notice that? So it doesn't have you, does it? It doesn't have you. You're choosing to feel it. You're actually choosing to feel that. And by feeling it, you're actually dissolving what was behind it the whole time. You've been trying not to feel that shit for so many years.
It's as if my entire body gets squeezed so tight.
Yeah, feel that. So feel that. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe, Michelle. Breathe. Slow down and breathe. Now on the exhale, I want you to let some sound out. Every exhale. And push more air out on the exhale so you can take more in on the inhale. Breathe. Okay, breathe. Breathe. Slow down and breathe. Slow down and breathe. Slow down and breathe. You've been carrying that shit around a long time, girl. That was not fun. No, fuck. Jeez, just let that out. You don't need it anymore. All that you had decided was scary and painful and bad and harmful actually was just you the whole time. And now it's being released. The phantom that you made is being released and all your energies are returning back to you. Breathe. Slow down and breathe.
I can't breathe. move my arms down.
It's okay. Breathe. Doesn't matter. You will be able to in a minute. Breathe. Now slow down. You're doing great. Slow that down. And when you push out, I want you to push out a little bit more. You can be forceful. Push more so that you get more air out. Ah, and then feel that big inhale come in. Ah, slow it down, Michelle. Slow it down. Ah, yeah. Now keep doing that. And then breathe in nice and big, slow and big. Slow it down. Ah, now next time I want you to notice that you're slowing the inhale down. You're still letting a lot of air come in. Ah, we want to make the exhale last the same duration as the inhale. And as it stands right now, your inhale is about a third as long as your exhale. So we got to turn that around right now. Now slow, now push. Now breathe in. What's going on with that sensation in your belly now?
That is gone, but my arms can't move.
Okay, feel your move. Feel your arms. I don't know that they can't move, and neither do you. All we know is right this minute, they're not moving. We don't know that shit.
Okay,
So
it doesn't move.
Right now, right this minute, they're not moving. Okay? Might be moving in a second. You're a poster child for breathing right now. I got to tell you that much. Just keep doing that. And now let's move it back a little more to normal, the way you do when you're practicing for a couple hours a day with the breathing. Just
I got
relax.
to do this because my mouth, my teeth, and my mouth is totally shut if I don't do muscles.
Okay, you can breathe. It's all good. Just breathe. And slow it down a little bit. Breathe. Yeah. Better out than in. Good thing you went to the bathroom before we started this session. Breathe. Now, just like you did with the crying, breathe big inhales and laugh on the exhale. Let that energy move. Let all that frozen emotion, decades of old emotion, let it just flow right out. Some of you watching might find this a little bit uncomfortable. That's great. That's exactly why you're here. Breathe. You know, all that pain, everyone watching can tell this woman has been through some very, very significant pain and emotional stuff. And we all hold that emotion. So if you breathe with her, her breakthrough is your breakthrough, and it's my breakthrough. She thought this shit had something to do with smoking. Are you fucking kidding? It had nothing to do with smoking. Breathe. Yeah. Ah, breathe. Michelle, I want to share something with you. You stay totally focused in your body and breathing, okay? I want you to know what Tracy just typed in. Tracy said, Michelle, thank you so much for being a mirror for all of us. You've provided healing for so many. I feel you and I admire you. Now, just let that in while you're breathing. Breathe so deep. Breathe all the way down into your feet now. All the way into your feet. When you inhale, it goes all the way down to your feet.
couldn't feel.
Breathe. It's okay. You made it through the throat and you made it through the belly. Breathe all the way into your hands and your feet. Now breathe in. Yeah, that shit was not fun. What you went through was not fun, but you came through it and you're here now and you're ready to move to the other side. That's why you showed up today, right? Yes. I mean, how much freedom do you really want to end this session with? How much? A little bit?
Don't.
All right, then. Feel your hands.
I can't feel my hands and feet.
I don't even believe that shit. Don't tell me what you can't do. You know what my kids say? The word they say, "Daddy, I can't." I say, "I don't hear you when you say." I don't even hear what you.
I feel numbness in my feet.
Okay, fair. Oh, you feel numbness. What an amazing thing. Feel the numbness. Feel your feet and your hands and feel the numbness. That's a great thing to feel. You don't have to call it numbness. Just it is what it is. That's what you feel, right? Okay, I feel that. I feel that. Interesting. I don't know what the hell it is. Some say pain. Some say numbness. Some say tingling. I don't know what the fuck it is. I just feel. Just feel them. Ah. Ah. Now we're going to slow that breathing down again.
Okay, go to my feet.
What?
I wasn't in my feet. I was in my fingers because I couldn't go to my feet.
It's okay. It's okay. Slow down the breathing. Every time that happens, you know that you're releasing waves of anger, sadness, and fear that's been frozen in your body for decades. You're aware of this by now, yes? Okay. Your life is going to be changed beyond your wildest dreams. It's already changed. And it's changing now. Breathe, slow down and breathe.
I'm still going to my feet.
It's okay. Slow down. Now I want you to feel the top of your head. Just feel the top of your head. Feel your scalp. And feel your face. You can feel the air flowing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. You can feel that. You can flutter your eyelids and feel your eyes. Yeah, feel that. And feel your throat. All well. All's good. Everything's safe. Ooh, now feel your shoulders. Wiggle your shoulders just a tiny bit while you're breathing. Now, a little slower. Kind of rotate your shoulders just a little bit while you're breathing and feel that. You're in your shoulders, you're in your neck, you're in your head, you're safe. You're safe. It's been a while since you felt like it was safe to be in your body. Do you agree? Yeah. And now you're finding out that it actually is safe. You are safe. You've always been safe.
Up until now, I never felt safe.
I know. I know. Are you ready to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I can sleep because up until now.
I don't even need to hear any of that because bullshit. Just breathe.
Oh,
Just
$5.
breathe. It's okay. You didn't fuck up. You didn't do anything else. I'm just not going to hear it. Breathe. You don't want to hear it either. Trust me. I never say the words trust me. And this time I'm saying trust me. You don't want to hear what's after because. Besides, that's $5. Just keep breathing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now feel your chest and your back. Slow down and breathe. Feel your chest and your back.
Oh, that feels so much better now.
Yeah. Well, you feel them now, and that feels better, and you feel better. And it's like, okay, feel your back and your chest. Ooh, it's kind of cool to be in my body a little bit here. Wow, this could be fun. Who knows what's possible? Starting now, who knows what might change, what might shift, what might become available and possible to me. Who knows? So feel your chest and your back and your shoulders. And wiggle your elbows, just like raise your forearms that tiny millimeter. You don't have to move them a lot. Just wiggle, just the slightest wiggle in your arms and your shoulders, just the slightest wiggle. And then the slightest wiggle in your wrist.
If I could, I would. I can't. Up until now, numbness.
Okay, beautiful. So breathe in through your shoulders and your arms. Breathe the air right down into your shoulders and into your arms. Now that's an interesting feeling. You can actually feel like your arms are lungs, like they're actually somehow weird. How does that work? It's because air isn't physical and it never was. Breathe right into your arms. In a universe where there's no physical universe here, everything including the body is imaginary anyway. Now we're not going to probably abolish all of that today. We don't have to. Just become a little more aware. Feel your shoulders. Breathing into your shoulders and your arms. All the becauses are flowing away. Yeah. Now, you know, a lot of times people might spend 30 or 40 years of therapy working through something like this. We're just flying right straight through, and we're not doing it fast or slow. We're just doing it. We're just doing it. You said you were ready for freedom today, right? Smoking. Whatever. So keep breathing. Keep breathing. What if it was safe to feel my body? What if I was safe feeling my body? What if it was safe to be in my body? Why am I safe to be in my body? Why can I be in my body now? Why can I be more in my body than I have since early childhood? Why is it safe for me to be in my body? And why am I safe being in my body? And why is safety so safe that the word doesn't make any sense? Because there's actually nothing to make me unsafe. Nothing to be opposing safety means safe doesn't even mean anything. Why do I let in that I am actually eternally untouchable and invulnerable? And why am I finally letting in that I could, from eternity, I could choose an experience where I feel and perceive myself to be totally a victim, totally unsafe, totally threatened, totally in danger, attacked, abused, assaulted. Why I could allow myself to feel all of that and actually none of it was true. And why did I finally decide to realize it was all a dream? None of it actually happened. And all of it was my imagination that I chose so that I could have experience, because eternity is fucking boring. I want to have an experience. And from eternity, no life is better or worse than another. Nobody's harmed in the making of this motion picture of life. Wow, what a trip, man. I chose a trippy, weird, wild, intense one. Jeez. Breathe. Breathe. Why am I safe in my body? And why is my body okay? And why can I now begin to accept and love my body? Am I willing? I am willing. Why am I finally willing to accept and love my body exactly the way it is, no matter what I may have thought before? Why is the past irrelevant to the present, let alone the fucking future? Why am I finally free? Why am I finally free? Why was I always free? I didn't have to do any of that. I chose to. Why would I choose that? Why am I even thinking that? I'm free now. Here I am, free. Why am I willing to learn to love myself like never before so that I can once again remember that that's all I ever was? Love. How tall I am, or my race, or my sex, or how I look, or how I smell, how much I weigh, none of that shit has any relevance to anything. It's a mask I chose to wear for a little while to have this particular experience. And why did I finally decide to realize it? Why did I finally decide today to realize it and let the truth in? Why did I finally choose freedom? And why is freedom okay? And why is it okay for me to be free? And why do I release all of the stories that I ever had to the contrary here and now? Why is it okay for me to do what I want to do? Why is it okay for me to feel what I want to feel? Why can I say, mom, dad, uncle, cousin, aunt, preacher, teacher, priest, authority, fuck you, I love you, I will choose from here forward. I love your infinite being, fuck your rules that I choose. I chose them. Yes, I said, yes, bring them to me. Now I say, fuck that. I choose now. Why is it okay for me to want what I want without any becauses? Why is it okay for me to say what I want without having to justify it or explain it to anybody? Thank you, mom, dad, preacher, teacher, for teaching me that I had to justify everything and that what I wanted wasn't okay. Thank you for helping me to have that experience. I'm ready to move on now to this experience. Breathe.
Like a few past my elbows.
Yes, keep feeling, keep moving all the way down. Breathe all the way through your elbows now. Feel when you inhale, your entire upper arm actually expands like a lung and it swells. You can feel it. And when you exhale, it actually softens and all that tightness releases and flows right out with the exhale. Imagine that you went to the beach and somebody, let's don't do a beach, we don't want sand, we'll do mud. You go somewhere and somebody starts throwing the mud on. They throw layer and layer and layer of mud on. Layer and layer and layer of mud, layer after layer. It starts to get really heavy and really constricting and really tight until eventually you feel like you can't even move. And you felt that, breathe, breathe, breathe. You felt that for a long time, You're safe.
Okay.
Why am I safe? Why am I safe? Why did I finally let myself realize I'm safe? Why am I finally letting all these feelings of unsafe actually come up, be felt, and released? Why is it such a beautiful miracle? And I'm so grateful. Why am I letting this happen? Why did I finally let it go? And then you finally, covered with mud, and it's caked on, it's really hard and stiff, and then you begin to breathe, and with one inhale, microscopic cracks. You don't even feel it, just microscopic, which I can say the word if I try really hard. Microscopic cracks appear. How dare you laugh at me? In the mud, but I don't even see them and feel them. I can't even fucking move. I'm just totally stuck in this mud. I can't even move at all. But as you inhale, that expansion actually forces the mud to have microscopic little pre-cracks. And then as you release, it softens. And then the next inhale expands a little bit more. You breathe in a little bit more, and the mud cracks a little bit more, and you notice little tiny, tiny cracks that you can actually see. By the 10th or 20th breath, as it expands and cracks, and then you let go and it goes soft again. That one magic inhale, when the entire giant mud structure shatters and falls away, and you find yourself totally flexible, totally light, and you realize you were never physical the whole time. You were never covered in any mud other than what you decided and layered on with all those fucking becauses. So that you could be okay existing. And now you know that you are okay existing. You are the one that makes existence possible. And that's okay. And now you breathe all the way down into your forearms too. And with each inhale, that shell cracks a little bit. Ooh, that shell was never me. Huh. That shell was never me. That shell was the illusion that I layered on. It was the fruit of the phantoms that I had created in order to experience this limitation. And boy, did I choose a massive experience of limitation. I mean, I am the ninja master at limitation. Don't fuck with me. Yeah. I mean, you, Michelle, you are in a rare class of those who chose Major hell, major hell. I salute you. If I had a hat, I would tip it towards you. Yeah. Now, why would an infinite being choose hell? Like, what are you going to do? Be bored in heaven forever where you can't move, you can't do nothing, everything's perfect all the time? Man, give me some experience. Send me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Ooh, but could you throw the baseball right at my fucking head? Over and over and over. I want to really be convinced that the world's out to get me. Try to choke me a couple times while I'm little. Show me and tell me that I am completely, utterly, and totally unsafe and that I don't even deserve to exist. I want to, ooh, that's going to be intense. Ha! See? It's a fucking dream anyway. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter while I believe it. It actually matters. It materializes while I believe it. And the minute that I don't, whoop, there it goes. The mud cake is falling off even as we speak. And what's really awesome, that mud is the infinite possibilities that have been hidden from me until this moment by me. And now they're returning to their flexible ability to become anything once again. Anything. Once again. And now breathe all the way down into your wrists and into your hands. And feel life returning. What if it's okay? Why am I okay? Why am I okay? Why is it okay for me to be in my body? Why is it okay? Why am I safe? Why is it okay for me to feel? Breathe, Michelle. Breathe. Tears and laughter are two sides of the same coin. Just breathe it out. Let all that energy release and all that hard mud become soft, infinite possibilities again. Everybody breathing? Everybody breathing? Everybody be totally present. I'm gonna tell you what, I can feel it, Michelle. The blessing that you're being to everybody, it is very, very significant. Everybody's at 100% presence and everybody has stayed on 100% through this experience. So breathe. What if you're an angel to everybody? Just like everybody is an angel to you. What if you are? Why is it true that I am an angel? What do I mirror? What have I been mirroring and giving that I never even knew? Being so busy chasing down the causes so that I could have a reason to exist that I let myself lose sight of the fact that I am the one that makes existence possible. And why did I finally let that charade go? Why is it true that I'm not Asian or Caucasian or black or anything else, and I'm not beautiful and I'm not ugly and I'm not tall and I'm not short and I'm not fat and I'm not skinny? I am none of those, masquerading as all of those. Why? So I can have an experience. It mattered while I believed it. It mattered while I believed it. It became matter as I believed it. I gotta say, I'm dangerously close to seeing a smile peeking through underneath all of that. Keep breathing. Breathe all the way down into your fingertips and your fingernails now. And your thumbs. Breathe all the way in. And feel your arms expand like lungs. Your arms and your hands expand like lungs with every single breath. And with every exhale, they soften and relax into bliss. I feel that together. I like that feeling. A lot. Jello arms. I'm going to call myself that from now on. Breathe. That's a very different cry right there, isn't it? Breathe and let all that emotion flow right out of your body. Breathe. Cry on the exhale. You can cry all you want on the exhale. The inhales are for something else. Feel the one who's crying now and give her a big hug. Feel the one who's crying and give her the biggest hug. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay for you to be alive. It's okay for you to be alive. It's okay for you to be here experiencing this. Yeah. Yeah. You're doing great. You're doing great. Stay with that. Breathe down into your belly now. So now when you inhale, it goes into your arms and into your belly. Yeah. Everything swells, and then on the exhale, it just softens and goes right back to this relaxed relief. And down into your hips. Down into your hips with the next inhales. Wow. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, what a change. What a change. What a change. Nice big inhale. Slow it down now. Listen, it's time to smooth this breath out. When you follow along with me on that breathing video, you know exactly what to do, right? Inhale and exhale is the same duration. There's none of that stopping and pausing and none of that stuff. Smooth from start to finish. No speed bumps, no gaps, no pauses. Breathe down through your hips and your thighs. Why is it okay for me to be in my breath? Now breathe. Why is it okay for me to be in my breath? Why is it okay for me to be the breath? Why is it okay for me to allow myself to realize that I am the breath that I breathe? And my body breathes the breath as much as the breath breathes my body. It's all me. Why am I finally willing to allow that realization to dawn once again? To know that I am that. Choosing experience. And why do I know so deeply that I can handle this life change? Why do I know that I've already got this? I already had it. Breathe, breathe. I don't know if you noticed, you just moved your arms. So breathe, yeah. So move them a little bit more, just a little bit, just little bits. Feel that it's okay to be in your body. Feel that. It's okay to be in your body. Why is it okay to be in my body? Why is it okay to be in my body? Why is it okay to be my body? And why is it okay to realize I don't actually have a fucking body? I never did. I'm not a body. I don't have a body. I am not the body. And yet, here's this experience for fun. It mattered while I believed it. Right now, I have no fucking idea. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. And why am I okay not knowing? Whoa, I thought I had to know. I thought I had a because for everything. Why is it okay for me to not know? I have no more becauses. Breathe and feel those fingers. Feel those fingers. Ooh, ooh. Oh, lots of energy moving. I like this. Oh, that energy's me. That energy is me. I am. I am that. Yeah. Feel your legs. Feel your feet. Feel your ears. And breathe. And breathe. Smooth it out.
Energetic fingers are just cramping, so I'm doing this as to release it.
Beautiful. Breathe into those fingers. Welcome back to your body, by the way.
Yeah.
Why is it okay to live a life of physical pleasure? Why do I no longer care what they said? Why do I realize that what they said was what I asked them to say so that I could feel limited for a while? Michelle, what if you knew how much of a blessing and a gift you're being to everybody else by stepping up to do this? What if you knew that? Why is it okay for you to actually be loved? Why is it okay for you to be appreciated? Why is it okay for you to exist? And why do you not need a why? Yeah. Tracy said, I need this so much. I'm just learning to enjoy being in my body. Karen said, my dad tried to kill me in the womb by kicking my mom in the stomach. You just said it's okay for me to be alive. It was like a lightning strike. I know it's true. I can't wait to see what happens now. And Rhonda said, hello, body. Nice to meet you again. That's something we could all say. We wake up in the morning and go, oh, what the fuck is this? Whoa. Cool. Look at this. What are those? Hey, look at them. Yeah. Amazing. Look at that. New body, brand new body. New fingers. Wow. Why is it okay for this to happen now? Right now. Why is it okay for this to happen right now? It's done. Why is it okay that I don't have to make things take time? Why is it okay that it's already done? Why am I willing to let it be now? You could jump up and do a Michael Jackson moonwalk right fucking now if you wanted to. Better than he ever did.
Love to.
Oh yeah. Feel that. Feel that. Feel the ninja. Feel the ninja that lives in your body. Feel that your body is ninja if you just get all those thoughts out of the fucking way. Breathing slow and deep with presence, great presence. Why is it okay for me to be alive? Why is it okay for me to be in my body? Why is it okay for me to realize I'm not really in my body, but I'm having an experience of being in my body, and I'm going to experience it and enjoy it from now on. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Yes, for does it never stop?
So much energy. So you don't know that. You only know that up until now. Breathe, breathe. You haven't felt safe. You haven't felt safe for a long time. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Why is it okay to learn to be gentle with yourself? Brand new baby just came out into the room. Yeah, oh, wow, this place is a trip. Breathe, breathe, and slow down. All that energy, all that energy. Breathe and slow down. Breathe. Michelle, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. And breathe. Slow down. All of that's okay. All of that's okay. All that energy's got to learn its pathways again. But you can do it right now. Breathe. Breathe. Why can this be easy? Why can this be smooth? Why can this be smooth and easy now? Why is it already done? And why am I free? And why did I finally let it in? All this energy reintegration can be done in an instant, or I can let it take the next few days. Doesn't matter. What matters is that I breathe and I stay present. Breathing and staying present. Breathing and staying present. Why is it okay for me to be in my body again? Michelle, all of that energy that you feel, all those giant peaks of energy, it's all you. It's the energy that you've been rejecting, and you're like, oh, I'm scared to death. What the fuck is this? It's you. Let it in. It's you. That's your energy that you've been pushing down. You basically were a dead chunk of meat going through life on your way towards the box or the fire. And now you're alive again. I don't know how to deal with all this energy. Breathe, eat, go for a walk. Yeah. And I want you to remind yourself of this. I want you to remind yourself, this is me. This energy is me. This energy is mine, and it is me. All this, it's just me returning to myself. Is it true that that's just you? Is it true? Do you know it's, yes, it's fucking you. It's not some scary thing. It's not, oh my God. It's just you. So just love it and welcome it and embrace it. And if you want to flop around like a fucking fish, get on the bed so that you don't, hit any corners while you're flopping. And let all that energy reintegrate. Because it's you. It's just you. Yeah. Just you. Just you. Just you. Oh, yeah. Breathe, 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 breathe. Wow, there's so much energy. You didn't even know. That's you. Do you know you're going to be able to change things? Some things have already changed very significantly. You know you're going to be more empowered to change things now? You feel that? Oh, man. All that power, you've been feeling helpless and powerless and scared all your fucking life. And now it's like, whoa, get out of my way. Watch out, bitches. Here I come. And I am going to do what I'm going to do without telling you why my becauses are. Yes. Breathe. All right, Michelle, we're going to open your eyes here in just a minute. Not quite yet. We're going to do this very gently because your session is not really going to end. We're just going to shift it to a slightly different mode. All right. So I'm going to count from 5 to 0. Breathe. On 0, you're going to open your eyes. You agree? All right. 5, breathing. And 4, smiling. 3, I am choosing freedom once again. 2, why am I so safe being in my body? 1 rather. Now on 0, it's coming up in a second. You can feel 0 is very close. I want you to slowly and gently open your eyes and let the light flow in. Do not open your eyes and go out into the room. You'll know what I mean when you open them. 0. Open your eyes and let the light come in. Just let the light come in. Just let the light come into your eyes. You do not have to go out into the room and check on anything or change anything or control anything or rearrange anything. Now the room's going to look very different. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to look different. The room's going to look different. You look different. Look around and let the light come in. Now realize that you're safe inside and the light is coming in through your eyes, giving you information.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow.
Yeah. Whoa. Where'd this universe come from? Where'd this world come from? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Breathing. Breathing.
I can actually see the patterns of the background. Before I could see it, but not the details, and I see so clearly now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your eyes are totally clearer. Your body's clear. So you're in your body and you're safe. I want to encourage you. What time is it where you are right now? It's about like 2 in the morning or something?
12.
Okay, yeah, 2 in the morning. Are you in a place where you could go to bed now?
Yeah, I'm at home.
Okay, so listen. No electronics. Get a big thing of water and drink so much that you're sure you're going to wake up and have to pee. Okay?
Yeah.
Then put your hands on your heart when you lay down. And I want you to say or sing to yourself a lullaby as you're going to sleep. And the main words, no matter what else you mix in, the words are, I love you. I love you.
I love you.
Just sing that to yourself so softly. Say it the way that you would have given anything to have your parents say it. Say it the way your ultimate lover would say it to you. Say it the way if you were to go 10 million years in the future and you evolved beyond all of your culture and religion and programming and family and all of it. If you evolved beyond anger, sadness, and fear into total presence and peace, 10 million years, and then you came back into now and saw yourself laying in the bed the way you would sing to you, do that while you're going to sleep. When you wake up, message me on Facebook. Okay?
Brian, I love you.
I love you. I received that and I love you. And welcome back to your body. Welcome back to the fact that you don't have a body. Welcome to the fact that you're the one who invented the whole thing. Welcome back to realizing that, oh, I actually chose this experience, even the hell, so that I could really value the heaven. And everything is going to be different. Just keep breathing. All right?
Okay, everyone, I love you. Thank you very much.
This was about smoking, right? Love you, girl. Namaste and aloha, Michelle.
Namaste and aloha. Thank you all.